very good at this YouTube thing, and I managed to schedule a live, but I didn't get oh, anyway, here we go. Wait for some people to jump on. Cool, how are we going, guys? We going good? Happy National Ag Day. Bit of an exciting day, really. Who have we got here? Let me just get my GPS going. Cool. Hey, 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 we got people coming on. It's great. It's great to see some people here. Who have we got? Murphy's Law's on. Big Boy Jim Gaming. Big Boy Jim. Cooper Maguire. Lachlan Dickinson. Robert Geddes. He asked, what type of pickup front did we get? We got a case pickup front. A Case IH pickup front. I do believe it might be a 20, no, what would it be? A 10, 15 or something like that, I think. Just having a little bit of trouble there. I don't know why that would be. One row just seems to stop cutting. Anyway, it's alright. Worst things have happened. Harry Marshall says hello. Jack Clancy says hello. Hello, fellas. It's good to have you along. Harry Marshall says I do good stuff. Well, thanks, mate. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yeah. So why don't you let me know where you're tuning in from on this fine Australian Ag Day. Oh, Cooper Maguire asked, what am I cutting? I'm cutting canola. Let me show you. Here we go. Windrowing. Putting it into a row. Big Boy Jim's in Tasmania. Well, that's a fair way away. It's a fair bit different sort of weather down there too. Anyway, hope you're doing well down there, Jim. Jack Clancy's in Hamilton. Very nice, mate. Very nice. Let me, oh, Cooper Maguire's in Geelong. Tane Donaldson's in Keith. Robin Mead's in Adelaide, Sydney, Warrnambool. We got people from everywhere. Oh, Calamar Ag. Big shout out to Matthew from Calamar Ag. If you don't follow those guys, search them up, find them on Instagram, find them on YouTube. I quite enjoy watching the harvest live streams, so yeah, go and find them. They're doing great stuff. Someone from Gerald Derry, Matthew Sleeman. Yeah, it's good to have everyone along, that's for sure. How's everyone enjoying their National Ag Day? How are you spending it? Are you on the farm today? Are you doing some farming, or have you been at school maybe? Let me know what you've been up to, because I love to know. And I've even thought of a game we might play a bit later on, but we'll have to wait and see how it all goes. Jack Clancy just got out of school. Very nice, mate. Laying in bed after a day of school. Very nice, everyone. I like it. I like it a lot. Here we go. Sorry, I'm just a bit distracted right here. Just put the header back in the shed, starting to rain again. Oh gosh, Matthew. That's not great. Not great for harvest, at least. Yeah. Stored moisture for next year is about the biggest positive there. But spraying summer weeds doesn't look like it'll be much fun either. Anyway. Sorry. Cool. Oh my good shirt. What's everyone been up to? They've Fire Gaming just came back from a school camp today. Well, that will be fun. That brings back some memories. Just finished cutting the grass on my suburban block. Didn't windrow. It doesn't matter how big your farm is or your block is. It's the passion that counts. That's what it's all about. Jack Clancy's hoping that he starts harvest in a week. Well, yeah, I hope we start harvest next week too. I actually had a ride on a header last night when it was a bit windy for windrowing. Yeah, got me pretty excited about it all. Blake B has just finished canola at Port. Very nice, mate. I bet you're glad you've got that in a bin, because it's quite a good price this year. Quite a good price. Let me just turn you around so you can see what's going on. So I'm just doing the headlands at the moment. The headlands of the paddock. With the Nitro, we do 3 laps around the outside first, and then we start going up and back in the middle. And I think we might even go on an angle in this one. Oh, is that a block? Maybe. Yeah. Don't know what's going on there. Yeah, right. Harry Marshall's been planting cabbages after he got home. Very nice. I like a bit of gardening. I don't have enough time for it, but I do like it. Yeah. Calimar Ag asks, is this our canola? No, it's not our canola. Our canola got windrowed a week ago. This is all contract stuff, so this is a local family that I work for. They're pretty big growers in the area. Yeah, so this is the second last paddock, and then I'll be done, which is good. Harry Marshall, oh sorry mate, I thought you were just backyard gardening. He's actually planted 6 acres of cabbages. Now that's very cool. Very, very cool. I love a bit of horticulture. I'll have to go and check some out one day. Take the GoPro along and do some videos, I reckon. What canola are we windrowing? So this canola is 44Y90. Now don't tell me what that means. That's just what variety they told me it was. And you know, I take their word for it. I put my trust in them and I believe that it's that. It doesn't really make any difference whatsoever when you're windrowing. It's just all about getting it in a row. Cool. Jamie Eckerman says, gotta love being sick 3 days into harvest, so gotta stay home. Oh, that's frustrating. Getting sick any time of the year is no good, but at harvest time, that's really, really, really unfortunate. Anyway, Jackson Koff asks, what speed am I going? I'm going 11 kilometers an hour at the moment. Maybe I could go faster, but I'm not in any rush. It's all alright. It'll happen. No one's taken the work away from me, and it's not ripening up too quickly at the moment. Pretty good looking crop though. Oh, 44Y94. Oh, so I got that wrong. It's 44Y94 is the variety. Cool. Backing up. What else we got here? Mothjet asks, can the canola blow away in a big wind? Well, yes, it can. Even though we windrow it, it can still blow away. We had a very, very windy day yesterday, and yeah, a lot of it did blow away actually. There was a lot that is not in a row anymore. It's kind of scattered across the paddock, which is unfortunate, but it's still better than direct heading, I reckon. I reckon it would have been pretty devastating if we had left it standing, like not windrowed it. But anyway, you never can tell, really. It's all just about doing what you know and what you're comfortable with. Yeah. What else we got here? Jackson Cough is loading hay. Oh, when he gets off the bus. He's watching on the school bus. Those are the good times. Spent a lot of time of my life on a school bus. Big Boy Jim Gaming says he's going to the pool. Might be a bit cold for a swim in the pool, I reckon. Bella Mock says hello. To you, Bella Mock, I say hello. What else we got going on here? How big is the paddock I'm doing at the moment? Well, the paddock that I'm in at the moment is about probably 90 hectares, I would say. Yeah, maybe something like that. And then there's another little paddock through the trees that I'll have to do as well. Yeah. So it's a good size. It's very nice to be in a good big paddock. It's pretty efficient, which is good. There we go. Lift up at the end. Turn around. Right, one more lap, and then we'll get into it properly. Oh. Got a block. Got a block. That's better. There we go. Cool. There we go. Now we're auto steering. I'll show you what we're doing now. Look at this. Windrowing along. The ag leader's steering me straight, putting on the right rate of chemical. It's going good. It's going very good. So, we're here on National Ag Day. We're going to have a bit of a chat about Ag Day, National Ag Day. Lachlan Dickinson has just asked a fantastic question. What made you think that you wanted to be a farmer? Well, I guess from a pretty young age, I've always wanted to be a farmer. Mum seems to think that one of my first words that I ever said was tractor, which is pretty cool. You can't really say that I was forced to be a farmer when my first word is tractor. Yeah, but I grew up on the farm. Dad's a farmer. Pa was a farmer. His dad was a farmer. His dad was a farmer. All in the Canola area, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I grew up on the farm. Went through school. Couldn't wait to get home from school. Off the school bus most days to race out to the paddock on my trusty old push bike and see what Dad or my older brother were up to. Yeah, so that just grew right through school, and I don't know, I just really enjoy farming. I really enjoy tractor work. What I really enjoy is planting a seed in the ground and watching it come right through and then harvesting it. It's just it's really a magical process, I guess you'd say. It blows me away that this little thing that's like a rock can even grow. Like, the fact it knows to grow up is just absolutely baffling to me. But anyway, what do we got going on here? Might have to hop out for a look, I reckon. Turn that off. You can come for a walk. We've got problems. Oh. Right, we're out of the machine now. Here's the big Nitro. What problem I'm having is one row, you'll see just here, it's pulled all these plants out. It keeps blocking up on me. I don't know why, but it's just here somewhere. It keeps blocking up. I can't figure it out. Nothing seems loose. Nothing underneath is an issue. Don't know. Maybe I was just unlucky. I really don't know what's happened there. Anyway, that's all right. We'll get back in and have another go. See if it'll be better this time. What have we got here? Shogun Scary has asked, has said National Ag Day is second to National AU Day. So we're always coming in second to gold. Always getting me, Sam. Always getting me. Right, we're going, we'll clear this block out, hopefully. Whoa. Oh, well, that's frustrating. It didn't come out. Our cross auger's blocked. Well, gotta hop out again. This is really not how I planned this live stream to go. I was hoping it would be just easy. I'd just get in and do some windrowing and have a chat. But it's honest, at least, I guess you could say. What's happened here is when I got that block, it's just all wrapped around the top auger. We'll see if we can unwind it. Oh, that's tough. That's real tough. Oh, wow. This is probably shocking viewing, but anyway, I hope you're enjoying it. Something different than what you'd normally see, I guess. There, we've got it. Oh. Oh, I made it out. Right, we'll try that again. back up the ladder. Here we go. Right. Cool. Everything's spinning this time, thankfully. Right, cool. What's in the chat? Jack Clancy, what made you think you wanted to do YouTube? Well, I've always been pretty interested in video. I've been pretty interested in... Oh, it's done it again. Stupid thing. There must be something wrong there. Just can't seem to find it. Oh, that's frustrating. Everything looked fine, but it blocked up again. This is just... Oh, it's going to the pack. I'm getting a bit frazzled. What are we saying? What made me want to do YouTube? I've always been pretty keen on filming what we do on the farm. I've always been pretty keen on editing stuff, like putting music behind videos for a fair while. Not that I really did much of it though, but I always thought it was really cool and thought it was something that I'd be interested in doing. And yeah, I started making some videos, just like one song with a heap of drone footage and stuff, and putting that all on Instagram. And then I thought, oh, well, maybe I should just put it on YouTube, then someone might be able to find it. And then, yeah, it just kind of went from there. And here I am now. I don't know, I had seen some Americans doing the vlog type videos and thought that would be really cool to see some Australians. And when I looked, I couldn't find any Australians doing it. And I told my wife and she said, oh, well, why don't you do it? So I did. Yeah, that's probably the gist of it. It's what got me started. Yeah, what else we got here? Shogun Scary says, since when is farming easy going? 80% of being a good farmer is surely problem solving effectively. Exactly right, Sam. I couldn't agree more. I think most farmers work at the same rate. It's just how quick you can diagnose and solve a problem and how early you can see that problem happening. That's a very good point. That is a very good point. Problem solving is a big thing with farming. Robert Ged says, I bet you won't block up for the rest of the day when you're not live streaming. Yeah, fair chance I would say. I reckon you're probably right. It always seems to happen like that. Same when I get my GoPro out, I get it out and block up. Or get it out, broken down. Something like that. It's always the way. It's very frustrating. Anyway, that's alright. Wayne Mack asks, how wide is the front? And Jack Clancy has answered 30 feet. You're exactly right, Jack. You're really onto it. 30 feet or 9 meters. It's a good size. Get a decent windrow. It's pretty easy to use. Yeah. Back to National Ag Day. So, National Ag Day is a pretty good chance for all of us as farmers to celebrate ag, to celebrate what we do as a line of work, I guess. And it's a really good opportunity for us to highlight all the amazing opportunities that are available in ag. even things you might not think of. You don't have to sit in a seat driving a machine to be in ag. You definitely don't have to do that. There's so many different facades of it. But yeah, the National Farmers Federation have actually launched a new program today for people leaving school. So anyone who's at school, I'm talking to you. And it's a program that runs for 24 months once you leave school, and it's aimed at getting young people into agriculture. Maybe you're not sure what you want to do when you leave school, and you can go into this program, and it just they'll give you support, they'll line you up with work, they'll help you out, and yeah, get you started in farming. And if it's at the end of the program, if it's something that you want to continue on with, by all means, you can go and continue on with the job that you've got, or on a different farm or something. But if at the end of the program you're not interested, well, that's alright as well. You've had some great experiences, because there's nothing like farming that shows you what the land's like, what the people are like, and what there is to do around the place. Because the farming community, really, it's like one big family, I guess. It's just one big family. Pretty much wherever you are, you can find someone, usually, to talk farming with. Usually. Or someone that will listen to you talk about farming. Well, that's what normally happens to me. Yeah. Anyway. Blake says you could be an agronomist. Yeah, you could be. Agronomist is a very big part of a farm. I attribute a lot of our successes as a farm to our agronomy. I would say that's a very key part. Just the knowledge that they bring of what chemicals to use, what rotation to use, when you should be sowing, stuff like that. It's very, very valuable, and something that quite often is taken for granted, I think, but it is a very valuable part to most farming businesses. You could also be a chemical retailer, like you could work in the shop that sells the chemical. You could be a stock agent, checking, like weighing sheep and getting them ready for sale. You could be a whole heap of different things. Now that I'm on the live stream, I don't know what to say, but that's alright, always happens. Here we go. Let me just do this. That one. Here we go. Right, now we're heading off on the paddock. Let me show you. Here we go, straight through the guts on an angle, this one. We're having some trouble because all of the crop is leaning over this way. It's not feeding in as good in some spots, so we're just putting an angle in, like windrowing it on the angle just to make it a bit better. So should be good, should feed a bit nicer and just work well. You can see down there's some thistle flowers on the machine. There's a few thistles in this paddock. It looks pretty cool. Looks, I don't know how I'd describe it, fluffy little things. But anyway, it's pretty cool. Harry Marshall asks, what is my favourite tractor brand? Well, Harry, to be honest, I'm really open to all brands. If you haven't noticed on our channel, we have a fair few different types of tractors. We've got John Deere's, we've got a case header, we've got a Nitro, which I'm on at the moment. That's about it. But what I'm trying to highlight is we've got plenty of stuff. It's not like we have to have all John Deere's or all case or anything like that. No, we just buy, because we're in the second-hand market, we just buy the best value for money piece of machinery that we can afford at that time. I think is probably the best way to put it. Yeah. Jack Clancy says you just sold their lambs and they topped the market. Very well done, mate. Very well done. That's a huge effort, actually. It's no small thing to top a market, especially when lambs have been as good as they are just recently. Yeah, and I bet that wasn't a low price that you topped the market with, as the sheep price has just gone absolutely mental recently, which is good if you're a sheep farmer. But if you want to buy sheep, it's not so good. Anyway, that's alright. Vincent Richardson says, hey mate, and I say hello to you, Vincent. Who else we got? How am I? I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm all rested up. I had most of the day off yesterday because it was bad weather, so I'm rested up, ready to go. What else is here? Yeah, I don't really know quite a lot what to talk about. If you have any questions for me, oh, here we go, some. Here's some. Harry Marshall says we mostly run Massey Ferguson tractors. That's the go, mate. I've driven a few Massey Ferguson tractors in my time. They're pretty good. I've got nothing to say bad about them. Yeah, I like the time I spent on the one that I drove. Yeah. Turning around. What else we got here? How long will you let the canola sit before you pick it up? Well, probably, I would say it will be around 14 days, something like that. It'll be before this gets harvested, maybe a bit less if the weather's warm. That just gives it all a chance to dry down, gives the stems a chance to dry out, gives the pods and the seeds all a chance to dry out, because if it's too wet you can't harvest it. So yeah, what else we got? Jack Clancy says they run 3 9400s, but they're looking at STX 500s. That's the go, mate. I love our 9400. They're a good old rocket. They're just bulletproof, I reckon. Yeah, I really like it. I wouldn't mind another one, actually, but we don't need to. We definitely don't need to. Vincent Richardson asks, how are the sheep? Well, to be completely honest with you, mate, I have not seen a sheep in the last 3 weeks. I've been pretty much glued to the seat in this thing, and that's all I've been doing, really. So, yeah, I guess they're still good. Dad's looking after them. So, yeah. We sold some ewes. Some old ewes went to the market today. So, well, not the market. They didn't go to the market. They would have gone to the abattoir. So, yeah. Pretty good. Ben Kelly says they picked theirs up after 10 days on the header. Yeah, right. Well, that's pretty good. I guess it all depends on the weather. I've heard of it of 10 or 12 days as well, yeah, but this year we've had pretty cool weather. So the canola that's being harvested at the moment, the first paddock that I windrowed, I think it's 16 days since I windrowed that. So yeah, it's all different. It's different every year. But yeah. Anyway, Shogun Scary says accounting, human resources, mechanic, truck driver, meteorologist, that's a good one. Builder, engineer, all needed to support ag. Very true, very, very true. We may as well fly into the game that I've devised in my head. If you think up any obscure job and post it down below in the comments, and I will tell you how ag benefits that. How that it's needed ag to survive. And I probably can also tell you why ag needs it to survive too. So, but just be careful. The answers might be the same for both. But Harry Marshall wants to be an agronomist when you're older. Well, that's a great career path, mate. There's always going to be a need for agronomists, and yeah, I think it's a great thing to pursue and follow, and you get to meet a lot of great people being an agronomist too, especially in our area, because you get to meet me. Kerry Boone asks, building billiard tables. Well, that supports ag, because whoever is building the billiard table has to eat. And if they don't eat, they don't survive. And if they don't survive, no one will get their billiard table. Yeah, that's pretty much my answer for it. But what I wanted to highlight was ag really is the backbone of every different occupation. Us and you, if you're a farmer, if you're not a farmer, that's still alright. We're farmers so that you don't have to be. We grow food that other people can eat because we're good at that, and they do things that they're good at and they enjoy doing because they're good at it, and we're not so good at that. And when you strip it back to that, it's for me, it changed my opinion on farming and agriculture. Really, it makes you look at it in a different light. Because back in the day, everyone would have been a farmer. You would have just grown your own food, and that would have been your job. You just had to grow enough food to keep yourself alive, basically, I guess. Not that I know anyone that was alive back in those days. Anyway, diesel fitter. Diesel fitter supports ag because you would not believe how often stuff on the farm breaks down. It just always breaks down, and the amount of people that we get out to the farm to fix everything up, it's diesel fitting is a very important trade, and it supports ag very well. So, and you could be an ag mechanic working on tractors and stuff like that, and that's probably one of the most important, not that there's any most important jobs in agriculture, but I'd say it's one of the most important jobs in agriculture. Because if your machine's not going, you can't really do anything, as far as the crops go anyway. Yeah. Anyway, I feel like I'm blabbering on. But anyway, that's alright. It is what it is. I'll turn the camera around. Oh, Malcolm Guy says, as an apprentice ag diesel mechanic, I agree. Yeah, there's a lot of breakdowns. I take my hat off to any mechanics out there. It's not something I could do. I don't think I could just go around and fix everyone's breakdowns all the time, every day. They just drive me crazy, I reckon. Drive me absolutely bonkers. But it would be pretty satisfying fixing things. Yeah, I like the satisfaction that comes with having something that was broken and figuring it out, and then when you leave it's something that's fixed. That's very satisfying to me. Yeah. Oh. Cool. Turn you around. Let's see out here. Make sure I don't hit the fence. anyone have any questions about windrowing? I'll try my best to answer them. Anything you want to see? Anything you want to ask me about? Talk as much as you want. When you let loose your words, you let out the words that we as an audience love to hear. Oh, I don't know that you love to hear all my stuttering. I don't know that you love to hear all of my ums and ahs and but anyway, that's alright. What can we talk about? A cosmologist. Sam, I'm not even sure what a cosmologist does, but I can tell you that they relate to agriculture, because when they're not being a cosmologist, they have to eat food, and if they don't eat food, they die. And then anyone who needs cosmology work done can't get their cosmology work done. So that's how it relates to ag. Do we use a spray bar? Yes, we do use a spray bar. I'll see if I can show you. I don't know if I can zoom in on this. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Oh, I can. You see just down there, there's some nozzles on the back of the front. There's some over that side too. They go the whole way along. And yeah, they just spray to kill any weeds that might be left underneath the crop. And it does a really, really good job. It's perfect timing for it. And yeah, it's a great tool to have in the bag of tricks, really. And it really cleans up the paddock pretty well. Someone asks, am I a member of the local Young Farmers Club? Well, no, I'm not, I guess you'd say. I don't know that we really have a Young Farmers Club. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard of it anyway, if there is one. I don't know if I feel left out or what about that, but anyway, it's alright. Artie Mock asks, how many more days have I got at this? I have got about probably close to 15 hours to go, I'd say. So I'm getting to the end of it. I'm not going to finish it all tonight, but I will finish it Monday. I think we're going to stop and wait for the next paddock to ripen up a bit more after tonight, and then we'll be done, which I'm very excited about. I love windrowing, but yeah, it's just been a long season, this one, and I'm ready to get on to a different job, that's for sure. Casby asks, have you done any study relating to ag? No, I actually haven't done any study relating to ag. I'm not self-taught, but I've learnt a lot from my father and from my older brother, and from really anyone who I can find to talk farming with. I think the most important thing is to learn something from everyone you talk to, because everyone's got something that they do different. Everyone knows something different, they've tried something different, so yeah. But no, I haven't done any study relating to ag at the moment. Sam asks, are you getting any drops of rain? No, we're not getting any drops of rain, Sam. Not where I am anyway, but I'd say those dark clouds out there, where you are, I'd say you probably are under them. But anyway, we've been pretty lucky with the rain recently. We haven't got the forecast rain we haven't got the rain that's been forecast, and yeah, that's been handy for this job because I've been able to keep going, which has been good because yeah. Malcolm Guy asked, what's it like to windrow with a Miller Nitro? I haven't seen much of Millers being used for other operations apart from spraying? Great question. So to windrow with a Nitro, it's really good because, I'll show you again, you got a really good view. You're up nice and high, you're a long way away from the front, you can see what's going on with most stuff. You feel a bit like the king sitting up here in your big chair. But there is some troubles. There is some downsides to it. I'll go through the pros first. So the good things is you got a 6,000 litre spray tank. That spray tank there, 6,000 litres at 60 litres to the hectare. That means that you can do 100 hectares on one fill, which is amazing. That means you can fill up once a day, and 100 hectares in a day is pretty good when you're windrowing by yourself. So yeah, that's a big plus. Another big plus is you've got all your cab filters, your chemical filters, which is really good. You've got all your GPS with the auto shut off system. That's really good, and the rate control and everything like that. Yeah. So those are some pros. Some negatives are it's a front wheel steer. So meaning the front wheels do the steering, which means that when you turn, so when I turn like this on a header, the back would turn out like that, which means your front pivots and makes it cut a bit better. But on this machine, because these front wheels steer, when you turn, the whole front pushes sideways, and instead of turning like this, it kind of turns like that, which I didn't do a very good job of explaining it then. It means that you get some block-ups sometimes when you turn. It's not very good at corners. You kind of, in the corner of a paddock, you need to come in straight and then back up and go around again like that. But once you've got the hang of it, really, it's as good as anything. I love it. I love the fact that it's very multi-purpose as well. We can do all our spraying with it and then put the windrow front on and go windrowing. It's machines are expensive and it's got to do more than one job for you. Well, that's what I reckon anyway. Caden McKee says, "G'day Mark, how long before you get started on your barley harvest?" Well, truth be told, we could be harvesting right now. The crop of barley that we've got out north is ready to go. But I'm busy doing this, Dad's been doing sheep stuff, so we haven't got into it yet, but next week we will be getting started on it. Fingers crossed anyway. If the weather's kind to us, we'll make a start on it. Carol Waller says, "Hi Mark, I'm in Western Australia, just popped in. Have I got a good crop this year?" I love your ums and ahs. Well, I'm glad you like them. There's another Yeah, we're pretty good crop really. I'd say it's probably right on our average. On our long-term average yields for crops, I'd say we're pretty much bang on. We didn't receive all that much growing rainfall this year, but it was just at exactly the right time. So we're beyond blessed to get the crop that we're getting for the rain we got. So yeah, we had some trouble with some frost issues. There's quite a bit of crop around that's frosted, and I think when people get harvesting, they might find even some more crop that they didn't know was frosted that is, unfortunately. But anyway, that's the luck of the draw. It's the game we play. Yeah. What other questions have we got here? Who's this? Ben Zappala. "You won't want to learn anything from me. I'm a machinery salesman." Oh well, Ben, I bet I could learn something from you. Oh. Nah, everyone needs a machinery salesman because there comes a time in every machine's life when it needs replacing. I've never met a machine that doesn't need replacing. or I've never met a machine that didn't wear out, so it's a better way of saying it. Robert Geddes asks, is my older brother still in the ag industry? Yes, he is, yep. So we actually went through a bit of a succession planning phase to my parents' business a few years back, and my brother and my sister-in-law, so my brother's wife, they actually went out on their own with their own bit of farmland. They own a Nitro, a mill of Nitro as well, and they run a contract spraying business. So yeah, they're running a sheep farm and then the contract spraying. So still very much in the ag industry, and you may have seen him on some of the videos. He is known as the Coast View Cowboy. Yeah, so that's my older brother. Yeah. Harry Marshall asks, how long will this live stream go? Well, Harry, I don't really know. I don't really come into these live streams with any kind of a plan. I definitely should, but I don't. But yeah, I don't know. I'll just go until I've had enough, or until I break down and need to fix something, or something like that. That's my plan anyway. So as long as you guys want it to go, as long as you guys are still commenting and watching, I'll keep going. Malcolm Guy said, wait until I turn around. What did he say? Here we go. I know when I transported a Miller when it had all-wheel steering. Wow, that helps. Yeah, it definitely does. I actually had never considered all-wheel steering until yesterday. I got thinking about it and I thought, yeah, all-wheel steer would be fantastic for windrow and canola. It would just eliminate all of those problems I just talked about. I think it would be fantastic, but the only problem is you don't see many second-hand ones for sale, unfortunately, with the four-wheel steer. Yeah, but it would definitely be something I'd be keen to try out one day. It's just the only problem is you got to buy a machine with four-wheel steer to try it out. Anyway, what's a bit more money? Yeah. Do you like my shirt? This is a National Farmers Federation shirt. They sent it to me when I signed up to do this live stream for today. So big shout out to them for sending me that, and got this hat as well. Yep. And if you have ever wondered why farmers don't wear white shirts to work, I put this shirt on about 10 minutes before I started this live stream, and look at this. She's filthy. It's just no good, like just all dirty, and it just hardly took any time, and I only hopped out of the machine a couple of times and I was just covered in stuff. So that is why farmers don't wear white shirts. In case you were wondering. Yeah, or that's why I don't wear white shirts, because I'm just an absolute grub when it comes to grease and oil and stuff like that. It just gets all over me. Anyway, do you guys like the lives? Do you like watching the lives? Do you like hearing me rabbit along? Just talk about nothing for 55 minutes now. It feels like a long time. Or it actually doesn't, to be honest. It feels like it's gone pretty quick. But it feels like I've done a lot of talking. Anyway, that's alright. I'll show you what's going on again. We're just still going along. Oh, there's a car going along the road. Good fun working next to the road. You can see See what's happening around the place. Oh, another car. Oh, Dodge Ram. Oh, that's nice. For a long time, I've never been a fan of those big American utes, but I really, they're starting to grow on me. Maybe I'll get one of them. That'd be pretty cool, I reckon. Be pretty handy carting stuff around, because when the toolboxes are full, the old Rodeo doesn't really like towing that. It's a bit sluggish, to say the least. Still does a good job though. There's nothing wrong with an old vehicle. It's a workhorse, that's for sure. A definite workhorse. Yeah. Anyway. If you're a regular viewer on the channel, what's your favourite video? What's your favourite video that I've put up? That's a good one. I have a few favourites. I'll talk about them in a minute. Kaz B asks, in a good year, do you generally make a profit? Yeah, we do make a profit. I would say most years we do make a profit. There's just the exception of some really nasty droughts that we don't really make any profit. But that profit that we make is the wage that we farm for. The time that we spent doing that work, that is what the profit is, kind of, if that makes sense to you. So yeah, we do make a profit. Farming's like any business. If you were actually running at a loss every year, well, you would have to do something different or sell the business or something like that, because even if you love it, it's not worth doing if it's costing you a lot of money and taking you a lot of time. I think, anyway. Malcolm, what's going on? Oh, Blake says an F-150 with a tray and a dog box. Yeah, I agree. And some, well, for me, maybe not a dog box, but definitely some toolboxes. That'd be mint. I would love that. And you know what I'd love even more? I'd love an older type F-150. As long as it had air conditioning and did 100 k's an hour alright, that'd be just mint. Yeah, I think I'd even prefer one of them over a Land Cruiser. Yeah, it's a big call, I know. It's a big call. The Land Cruisers are nice. They go hard, but Dodge Rams, they look good. They look very, very practical for a farmer. Not very manoeuvrable by the looks. They look very big, but they do look like a good machine. Jack K asks, when am I going to do a machinery tour? A machinery tour will probably, as Malcolm Guy has said, it will happen after harvest, I would say. I'm just a bit busy at the moment, got a bit much stuff going on. And yeah, when I hopefully get some time after harvest, I'll be able to do it then, which will be good. I don't know how in-depth you want me to go with the machinery tour. Yeah, we've got a fair bit of stuff sitting around the place that doesn't get used anymore. It might be a bit of fun finding it all and showing you. Anyway, that'll be fun when we come to it. Going back to the videos, my favourite video that I've made, I think, is probably I'll go first. My favourite drone sequence that I ever did was just a few videos ago when I did the stripes in the paddock with the seeder, or with the tractor and disc actually, and yeah, that was just prime. Right out there on sunrise, it was fantastic. I loved it. Yeah, but probably my favourite video that I've made is one that was about doing some sheep work, and I love that one because it was my first real proper go at a vlog, and it went really well. It's got like 20,000 views, which is by far my best one, my best video. And so yeah, it's just really cool to see your content doing good. Yeah. Gee, we're dropping off on numbers. It's just like a small little group now. Nothing wrong with that though. Jack K says, just basically the main stuff you use, not all the old stuff, but mainly just the biggest stuff. Yep, well, I can do that. Probably if I'm going past an old bit of rusty stuff though, I might do a bit of backstory on that, because everyone loves a bit of history, so, or I do anyway. So whoa, Daryl Vivian, that is a weapon. I'm even going to stop, see if I can zoom in on it. Look at this machine when it comes behind the trees. Oh, you can't see it. That is one very nice dual cab Land Cruiser and caravan. So Daryl, if you happen to watch this after, because I know that you watch the videos, I like you do. Even though I just said I would like a F-150 more. Yeah, that's very nice, you. What have we got here? Oh, Shogun's scary. Don't lie, your favourite thing was visiting the olive farm. Yeah, I do agree. That was actually a really cool video. No, it's a good point, and I'm not even just saying that. That was a very, very cool video to make, very cool video to put out. Cool to hear the responses from people on how much they enjoyed seeing how olive oil is made. Yeah, it was great. It really was great. Yeah, I'll have to do some more of that in the future, I reckon. Go around different people's farms and see what they're doing. It'll be really good fun, I reckon. Here we go. We finished that corner. I'll show you. Here we go. That's all done. Now we're going to head down here and get on that bit. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Malcolm guys, even if you do two videos, one for the main ones and one for the older stuff as a vintage machine enthusiast, you would like to see both. Yeah, well, that's not a bad idea. That video would probably go pretty good, I think. Do a video on the machinery that we used to use. Maybe not maybe not the machinery that I used to use, but the machinery that Dad or Pa, or before that, the machinery that they used to use. Yeah, I might have to look at doing a bit of a farm history video too, I reckon, if anyone would be interested in that. I reckon that'd be cool. If nothing else, it's cool to have this stuff on record so that the information doesn't pass away with the people. It's if it's in a video form, it kind of lives on forever, really. Bailey Flenley says, "G'day mate, from Stony Lee, Victoria. How many hectares of canola have you got in this year, mate? Love all the videos. Reckon they're top job." Thanks, mate. I really appreciate it. Making me feel great. So, us personally, between myself and Dad, we put in 90 hectares of canola this year. And when I finish the windrowing on Monday, I think it's around 1,350 hectares that I will have windrowed in total. So yeah, we've done a bit this year. It's been a bit more spread out than normal, which has been nice because it hasn't been quite so much of a rush. Yeah, but anyway, it will be good to get on to another job. Shogun Scary asks, have we got any leads on other farms to visit? Well, yes, I do have some leads. A person that you and I both know quite well has asked for me to come and do a video of their farm. They're running an irrigation farm, producing a lot of hay, a lot of lucerne hay. So yeah, I'm going to go and check that out. That will be after harvest as well. They don't live all that far from us, maybe might be 80 k's or something like that, and they're just running a completely different type of farming operation. So it's very interesting. Will be very interesting to see their operation, see how they're running it and what they're doing. So I'll look forward to that. I've got a few other leads. There's a few bigger farms around that I might go and see, possibly even during harvest, because it's always good fun to take the drone and get some photos for them and some footage for YouTube. But we'll wait and see how we go. Malcolm Guy says you might have to get your dad to help with those videos. The farm history sounds good. Would be great to show your kids in the future. Yeah, it would be fantastic to show our kids in the future. Yeah, history's one thing that you think you're never going to forget it, and then when someone passes away or something, you just got so much happening in your life, you forget where you have been and what everything was like. It's very easy to get caught in the past, I guess you could say, and get stuck there. But I don't know what I was saying there. That kind of contradicted what I was saying before. What I meant was history is very easy to forget. So a history video would be good, because there's one thing that is a little bit disappointing about these videos is that neither of my grandfathers were alive to see me doing these, which is a shame, because I think they both would have enjoyed seeing them. I think they would have liked it in the later stages of life, when they weren't quite so mobile and couldn't get out as much. It's kind of bringing the farm to them and showing them what we're doing. So that's a bit disappointing for me, really, that they weren't able to see it. But yeah, kind of motivates me to keep doing it for anyone else who might be in that same position. But, yeah. I think we might have missed it. Look at it. You can kind of see it. There's all these thistle flowers blowing up. It's pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. I love the word nifty. Yeah. Anyway, well, I might call that a day for the live streaming, I think. Yeah, we've been at it for over an hour now, so it's been a while. Keep an eye out for any more live streams that I might do in the future. There will be more. If you liked it, it'll probably be more of the same, just having a chat, answering any questions that you have. And yeah, thanks for coming along. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the comments and the support. And have a good weekend. And we'll see you in the next one. See you.